A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? I hope I don't get a copyright strike for that, and hopefully I haven't lost too many viewers. But ABC, criminal defense, there are ABCs of criminal defense. And if you want to know what I think the ABCs are of criminal defense, stay tuned. This is the video for you. My name is Attorney Lance Fryrear. I'm a defense attorney in Lynnwood, Washington. My law firm's been defending people charged with crimes all throughout Washington state for more than 25 years. And I'm putting out these videos to help educate the public. So if you find this useful, please like it, please subscribe. More people get to see it. More people will get the help they need. Now I'm just going to jump right into it. The ABCs. I'm not going to go A to Z. And I don't even know how many parts of the alphabet I'm going to do here. But there is a pattern that we need to use if we are going to, number one, try to get a good outcome in a criminal case, and more importantly, as the person going through a criminal case, if we're going to survive it emotionally, mentally, physically, because that anxiety is really going to crush us. And you might think the first part of the ABCs, I might say, is anxiety, but no, for the ABCs of criminal defense, the key thing I want you to do is ask. Ask your attorney what it is that you should expect, and ask your attorney what it is that you can do to help them. Don't use the other A, assumptions, right? So many times I'm on the phone with people and they have these assumptions about how something might go, or how a court needs to go, or what an outcome might be, or what their friend did, or what they saw on TV. And assumptions cause big problems. Right? You know, if you've watched this channel, I'm a big follower of the 4 agreements. And one of the agreements is don't make assumptions. That's a book. Make sure you look it up. Don Miguel Ruiz. Great book. It'll help change your life. At least it did mine. But we want to ask what we should do. We want to ask what we should expect. We should not assume. So let's do the 1A and not the other. Because if you know what to expect and you know what to do to help, then you're going to have a better outcome, a better ride. It's going to be all the way a better experience. And true, us attorneys should hopefully tell you what to expect. But remember, we're human too. The really good attorneys are helping a lot of people, right? And when we're helping a lot of people, sometimes we're in survival mode, and we make the mistake of assuming that you sort of know what's going on. So please don't be afraid to ask, but try to ask. Try not to criticize. Try to be part of a winning team. So B comes after A. I think B, as part of criminal defense work, the most important thing for you to think of B as is balance. You need balance. You need to have your life be more than just this criminal case, right? The balance means, hey, I'm going to ask that attorney what I should do, but then I'm going to focus on the rest of my life too, because there's only so much you can control. You can try to control the steps that we might need you to do to help your case. You can try to control where you need to be at certain times, but balance is really something that's important, because all that anxiety that you've got going on needs to be balanced by something else. Maybe it's your hobbies, right? Maybe it's sports. Maybe it's your friends. Maybe it's travel. Maybe it's buckling down and making more money so you don't feel so anxious about what you're going to have to pay the court or pay your attorneys. But you can't just be singularly focused on the criminal case, because it will destroy you, right? And sometimes we need to get out of our brain, another B word, and into our body, right? And so things that get us out in nature and things that focus on our body and not thinking is really going to help you obtain that balance that you need so you can get through this case in a way that's going to work. C, the C word is going to be one that you might be able to guess. I would say, if you watch the channel, it's not a bad C word. It's classes, right? Usually we're going to want a client to do some classes. And when we talk about classes might be alcohol education classes, might be domestic violence classes, anger management classes, theft awareness classes, and the C could also be counseling, right? Counseling classes. And as you remember, part of the way we do things, typically certain types of defense attorneys, is we do some amount of delay so we can let everybody feel better and hurt feelings heal over time. Then we have you do something affirmative, some type of class, so the prosecutor can feel part of the solution. Remember, it's not the prosecutor's job to let us go. The system hopefully wants to look at rehabilitation And what can you control? Well, you can control the classes that you do by A, asking your attorney with your B, balanced life, C, what classes should I do? And all those things lead up to D, which is defense, right? A, B, C, D. D is defense. What do I mean by defense? Well, help your attorney defend your case, right? If we need those text messages you have that show something good, if we need that factual explanation of what happened or a witness, go ahead and try to help us defend your case. And that means we're not going to just look at the affirmatives, we're going to look at what actually happened so we can also provide that defense. Because remember, step 3, once we've delayed and you've done the classes, we need to defend your case to the prosecutor. And that's usually going to be whispering about what happened from a defense point of view, not yelling about it. Trial's for that. But when we're trying to get a resolution prior to trial, we're going to whisper about those defenses while using the classes, right? And the time that's passed to try to get that result that leads hopefully to a good outcome with very little risk, because we don't want is risk. We want the best outcome we can get with as little risk as possible, because if you're defendant in the system, they say you're presumed innocent. If you've been defendant, again, answer the comments if you think you are. Obviously, you know my opinion. So that's the ABCs, at least for this video. ABC I threw in D also. And hopefully, we'll get to some more letters later in this series, but that's where I'm going to stop today. So if you found this useful, please like it, please subscribe. More people get to see it. More people get the help they need. If you've got a legal problem, a criminal matter in Washington State, feel free to reach out to our firm. If we get on board, we'll listen to what happened, we'll identify a way forward, and we will be there for you. Thank you.